doing the kids Zoom too, so second time today. Any other questions about end of the year, anything?
They're going to be able to use this Zoom, I mean, the ABC Mouse for the whole summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know if they'll still have access to it?
So ABC Mouse is doing it as a freebie, as a courtesy to, to children in America or whatever during the closure. So they just want them to be able to use it. And I imagine that it will end once the school year starts. Or I think that they're going to want to hook you. They're going to want to continue, right? The membership.
Yeah, kid likes it so much that you're going to be like, okay, I'll pony up.
Right, exactly. And so that's what I think they're going to say, like, oh, these are all potential customers for the future, right? If the kids like it or whatnot. So that's what I really think is going to happen. But if we are going, I mean, right now, you guys didn't have to enter a credit card or anything, right?
No.
Okay, then.
You see?
It was absolutely free.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So try it again, Joanna's dad, because it was not supposed to be a credit card
¿Tú sí
situation.
lo hiciste?
¿No?
¿Tú sí lo pusiste?
Lo hice de la otra manera.
Maestra, no encuentro el correo del junk.
¿Su junk mail?
No, sí lo tenía, sí lo vi cuando me dijo, pero no lo encuentro.
De todos modos, como a la mamá de Luna, voy a ver cómo le tomo una foto al screen de mi computadora y luego se lo mando por correo electrónico también para encontrar. I'm sure there's a function here. My husband said there's a function here.
I think so. There's a little
Function F4, I think it's got a picture.
Does everybody have a different code? Because like,
Yeah.
this is Wilbur. Okay.
Diferente.
Wilbur sent out an email today, and it said use like there was a code at the bottom of her email, but I didn't look at that because I had already logged Nicholas in. But okay, so
Yeah, I don't know if she had a different code, but the one that she sent to us, it was like for the, I think it might have been like one code if you were just doing it independently. Like, that's what I think. I think it was, if you were doing independently and the teacher was not going to ever even be connected as a class list, then you were supposed to use that code. But if your teacher wanted to start up her own class list, then the company created a special code for each kid. So because I inputted my class list and I put in emails and addresses and phone numbers or something, I did. It just has the kid's first name, their month and year, not actual birthdays, and it has your email address. So it only has one address. It only allows me to do one address. So I did not do two addresses. I did one. Like for JoJo, I think I did dad's address, things like that, and not mom's address. So I think that code is for all the other parents who perhaps the teacher is not creating her class list, and they're just going on their own and having to sign up before June 30th, because June 30th is like the deadline to try to get into the membership. Yeah.
When I was looking for the Zoom, I found the ABC Mouse and I went ahead and signed up today.
Oh, okay.
That was, win-win, I guess.
So did you do it on when you found the email that was sent to you?
Yeah, I found the email instead of finding the Zoom,
Quítate de la mochila.
and I went ahead and signed up.
No lo buscar por la misma.
I'm glad. All right. So anything else?
I have a question, Ms. Rodriguez. Now that you're cleaning out the classroom, I know that you sent an email that we can go and pick up personal belongings. Do all kids have something there? Like, does Luna have something there? I forget.
Well, they all have like art projects that I'm gonna bring down. So they all have art projects. I'm sending home their pencil boxes. They have maybe like a couple of notebooks. So it's mostly like art projects and notebooks and their pencil box. I have sweaters there, but if they're not in their cubby, I don't know. The only person who I have something that's really important is Kendall. Kendall left her space, like a space science big toy. And that's the only one that I was most concerned about. But the other kids, they mostly we have just some of their art projects and stuff like that. And I'm working on sending out like a craft so that we can all have the headbands, the graduation hats and whatnot. But if I'm not able to get to sending them all, or they don't get to you, I want to be able to hand you another set that day. For example, when I sent the first letters, you know, that one packet that I sent, Romina did not get it until last week. So it was like, and I happened to have an extra one, and she didn't have her project for her. And so I went over there and I drove it to her house the day before Mother's Day so that she could get it done. But if you don't get that craft before that day, I want to be able to hand that to you on the day before the graduation, because it's going to take like 15 minutes to make that craft, you know, that headband. So do you see what I'm saying? I might have to hand you some stuff. So I'm not saying like it's really important stuff that I have to give the kids, but I do have to give the kids some stuff. I just don't. Everyone has something.
And I forget, when did you say you were going to be there?
It's on June the 10th, June 10th from 9 to 11. So on Wednesday is the day that they pass out, you know, that we're going to pass out stuff. On Thursday is the graduation. So that's why it's one day before the graduation, and we'll be able to have enough time to do the headband craft if I don't get to mail all these crafts beforehand. So no, there aren't like amazing things in there, but there are some things in there that I do have to have, that I do want to give back. And I kind of also want to, I'm still in the middle or just starting the report card. So it's kind of like hard for me. End of the year, so like pressed with time that it's hard for me to say like everything that I am going to give them that day. I just have to take it one step at a time. I have to think about report cards right now so that I can then think about like everything about graduation. So yeah, I do want to, I have to send out, because I'm still debating and not debating, but I'm still trying to figure out when to give you the kinder, the certificates. Do I mail them to you beforehand, or do they get mailed with the report card? Because the school wants to mail them to you with the report card. But I kind of wanted to mail them to you beforehand so that they could actually have it for the graduation day. So
What if we pick them up from you the day before on the 10th, if we can pass that
that's what,
school?
yes and no, because what if all these parents don't show up? You know, then I'm stuck with, I'm worried that if I mail them, they're all not gonna get to you on time, or like what Romina happened. If I send them to you, if I give them to you on the day that there's the drive-through, what if all the parents don't show up? So the best thing would make sense for me to mail it with the report card that the office is going to mail, but it's not going to be as cute as them already having it for the graduation day. But it makes it, for the purpose of having them be like making it to you safely, it would make sense to do it that way. I'm thinking maybe like a fake one, not something so fancy, something a little bit simpler that you could roll up, because I do have one, the mock one that I always use. I use a mock one where it's a coloring page, then being a little graduate, and then I roll them up, and usually I hand them something, but it necessarily doesn't have to be theirs. I mean, it doesn't.
Could you email something to them and have the parents print it in color?
Well, if it's a coloring sheet, maybe they can just color it themselves.
I mean, to make sure that everybody has one, email all the parents,
Yeah.
you know, with the student's name on it and with your signature somehow on it. And maybe ensure that everybody has it.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely we're gonna do something. Something's gonna happen.
Next complaint.
But
Only one negotiated.
I have to, like I said, I'm working on having to move out all of our personal things
I
because
want to phone.
out of our closet. So that's not going on. Any other questions?
Just a crazy question. Do you still have the
Okay, hold on 1 second. Here, say it again.
I'm saying just a little crazy question. Do you still have their little plants?
Yes, I do. I have to videotape their plants. I'll do it tonight. I'm gonna videotape it. Their plants are really big and they have beans growing, and we just harvested them today. You wanna see them? I'll show you. Let's go.
You guys are like, thanks a lot, Owen's dad.
I know.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow. Is it
We
those
grab
trees?
Nicholas and see if he wants to
Yeah.
see.
Nicholas, come here, quick.
Come here.
So here they are.
Wow, look at that. Wow, which one's mine?
I can't even see. I can't
It's that one. It's right there.
I can't see. I can't see the sticks anymore.
Come here, little plants. Come here. Baby.
So
Now I have trees.
hold on 1 second. Hold on.
You're gonna be able to lick those beans.
Okay, sorry.
Like we did.
Okay, so
Look, wow.
Said they can grow beans.
Beans.
Like they're actual beans.
They harvested
Get
it.
us in.
Wait,
Okay, say hi to him. Oh my gosh, look, those are some big old.
That's cool. It's
Those are plants.
you see,
All the.
Mira. Oh my gosh.
we got little beans.
I'm ready to do it.
We got little beans.
Any beans?
They're good.
Oh yeah, you should taste it.
Oh yeah, we've got quite a bit of beans. As you can see, we can't see their sticks anymore. Let me see if I can find a stick.
Come here.
Yeah, come here. You might be able to find yours.
Well, I found Lily's stick.
Lily.
Let me see. I found Luna's stick. I found Sophia P's stick.
The fruit.
Yeah, I know.
I found Joanna stick. That's JoJo stick. But they're kind of like they're breaking off.
They're gonna disintegrate in the soil.
Yeah, they are disintegrating. I found Jaden stick.
We're done. Yeah.
There's a lot of beans. But yeah, that's a good question.
It's in there somewhere.
I found Gaia stick right here, but they're breaking off. Let me see, I'll find one more. I found Jesse's stick. So
Pero ahí
I think
está tu planta.
I'll do a video on that. We've got other, see, this is my little other stuff. I've got
Ya tengo
other
todo
squash.
tu huerto.
Yeah, I've got tomatoes,
Tomato,
my avocado tree,
avocado.
You don't want to see her garden?
zucchini, and I'm hoping over here should be, that's cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yeah, my lemon tree that's dying.
Lemon
Yeah, lemon tree.
is dying. I'm trying a lemon.
We got tons of lemons.
Well, I've had a good lemon tree, but we've got baby trees.
Nice. Super.
Oh, Nicholas, you walked away too soon. You could have seen Mrs. Rodriguez's dog. You want to come see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Look,
Anita.
look, you see?
I see him. Yo sabía que tenía una foto en su...
All right. So yeah, that was it.
Cool.
Good question.
Cool, thank you. That was
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna, today when they harvested, my mom and my husband harvested those beans, I was like, no, I'm supposed to video them first. Don't do that. They're like, there's tons of beans back there. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, we're gonna have beans. All right, guys, do you have any other ideas or questions? That was a good one. I'm gonna videotape them again.
I have a question. I have two. One is if on the 10th, in the case mom or dad can't make it, can we send someone to pick up
Yeah,
their stuff?
yeah, I think so, because it's just, you know, they're just gonna say the kid's name, you know?
Okay.
Like, we're just gonna say, I mean, it's gonna be like a long table outside of the gate. And
Okay.
it's just gonna be like a quick, drop and go kind of a thing. I have to go in twice before so that I can pack up everything and have it in bags and everything. But
Okay, thank
A
you.
drive-by deal, or we're gonna get off and.
no, drive by.
Okay, so we can't walk up. I mean, because we're right around the corner. So we should still get in the car and drive over.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're they want everyone to be really safe and everything. So they don't want people hanging out, because we're social beings, so we're gonna want to see our friends. And if Nicholas sees Owen and they're like, hey friend, and they're not gonna be able to contain themselves, and it's gonna be hard. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to contain myself either. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard. But they didn't want the teachers to be there, because they know us. And so we're like, no, but we want to be there. Especially because they only have us coming in, because right now they want us to take out all of our personal things and to clean out the classroom and pack up the kids' stuff. And they only allow us to go in on, if your classroom is an even numbered classroom, then you can come on even number days. And the odd number days are the odd number classrooms. So I'm an even number day, so that day I can go in. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a drive-through.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Even though Jaden has an existing ABC Mouse account, I should still use the code so that I'm connected to the class in case you're able to select what they can do.
I'm not going to.
Okay, you're not going to. Okay.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to be doing lessons because I'm tired, friends. And I want to go on vacation badly. You know, it's, I love teaching, but I want to be with my kids, you know. It's, I'm here on, my bottom hurts from being, from sitting for so many hours. I'm not used to sitting, you know. And having to sit and sit and sit is draining. And so I do want to go off into my backyard, you know, for vacation. So yeah, no, I'm not going to. More than anything, I just wanted to be able to, I wanted to be able to make sure that everyone was in, you know, because if all I could say would be like, here is the code or whatever, just keep trying, you know, like, but this way I'm like, yeah, you know, like, here's your invitation. Yes, I can give you another screenshot. Here, I can do this, you know, whatever, like that. But if I would just say like, sign in, then chances were that people weren't going to really do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to be a control freak up until June 11th.
Ms. Rodriguez, another quick question. Any word on if the kids are going to be coming back in September yet or anything like that?
So I'm I'm a union rep for my school. And I had an executive meeting with the superintendent last week, and they've developed a team of people, teachers, parents, staff, classified and certified teachers, classified employees like custodians and everyone else, and to try to figure that out. But I kind of, from what it sounds to me that like a lot of schools around the area are going into a hybrid model where the kids are going to be there part of the time. And what it really sounds like it's going to be, it sounds like the kids are going to be in school only 2 days a week. And then they would be home, because one of the models was like for them to be in school half the day. That way I would only have 12 kids in the morning and 12 kids in the afternoon, so that it'd be less kids in the room. But they're concerned that they're not going to have enough time to clean the germs from the early birds or the AM class to the PM class. So they were thinking more like 12 kids one day, 12 kids another day, deep clean on Wednesday, 12 kids one day, 12 kids the other day. That's what I think is going to end up happening, where Wednesday is a day that's cleanup. But I'm not part of that team, because it's a lot to think about. And I think that they have a good team of people, but who are representing every stakeholder, because the majority of parents want to send their kids back to school in a hybrid model, like in a more like, this is what the surrounding like surveys of parents are saying, that they want to send their kids to school, but with like major safety precautions, you know? And the major safety precautions would be for every kid to be with 6 feet of space around them, right? So they're saying that the majority of parents want to do that, and that there is a group of parents, 20% of parents, who don't want to send their kids to school until this is over, that they want to keep them safe at home until this is over. And there's a very small amount, like 10% of parents, who are just like, dude, just take my kids full time. Take them, you know? Full time, everyone, all the time, right? And they're saying that there's like about 10% of parents who want to do that. But so that means that for me, I'm thinking about like what happens with some of those kids or families who are sick, you know, and they have to stay home for a few weeks or a month even. They have to be able to jump in from being going to school and going into now a homeschool model again, a distance learning model. So there has to be like 2 models running at the same time. And I think that what's going to happen is that we also have teacher personnel that are in the high risk group, right? So some of those teachers who are in the high risk group, they can't come back to teach, but they would have to perhaps be the teachers for that group of kids whose parents don't want to come back to, you know? So if there's like a group of families who are saying, I would rather to continue to do distance learning until this is over, then they would match with the teachers who can't come to, you know, can't be out, and they want, so there it would be like teachers who are distance learning, kids who are distance learning for the next school year. So nothing is set in stone at all. The principal, the superintendent, they don't know how they're going to do any of it. They're trying to figure it all out. That's one of the reasons why they told us that we need to take all of our personal things home, and we're all like, what? They're saying everything that belongs to, you know, like a lot of our frames, our pictures, you know, things like that. I'm going to go in, I have to take out, because remember I had like a sofa in there, a futon. I got to take out my futon. I've got to take out, you know, things like that. I've got some furniture in there that belongs to me, like my refrigerator, my microwave, all the things that made Cabrillo my home. I've got to take that stuff out. So, and we're asking how and why, and they don't really know. They just know that they want us to, you know, clear out, and they want to figure out things. So we just don't know. We just don't know. But that's what I think might happen, that there's going to be a hybrid model, because some of the other school districts they've already said that that's what they're going to do. I think El Segundo said that they're going to do 2 days a week, which, you know, one of the biggest concerns that I talked to the superintendent about, I said, what happens with all the families who go back to work 5 days a week, but they have their kids home 3 days a week? What's going to happen with the kids the other 3 days? And then he said something about childcare. I said, whoa. You're trying to tell me that 2 days are going to be in academic school and 3 days are going to be in childcare with other little Jeremy kids?
Crazy.
I don't know.
Personal nanny per kid.
So he was like, no, we're gonna figure things out. Of course, like this is still too much for the district to like grapple with, you know? It's a little bit too much, because we want to take care of the safety of the kids. We want to take care of the academics of the kids, and it's hard to do both, right? It's hard to take care of, you know, everything academically, and it's hard to take care of the kids, you know. But you know, that was one of the questions he said. I'm surprised that more teachers didn't come up with that, like, what are we going to do? Because that's my situation, where I'm going to be in school 5 days a week, but my kids are going to be home 3 days a week, right? With grandma.
Yeah, well, and you're lucky you have grandma. And then what if like they're on different days that they're home, and then you're arranging for, like, we're lucky we have one, right? So we only have to like figure out one. But if you've got more than one kid, then you have to figure out, wait, this kid's on Monday, Tuesday, this kid's on Thursday, Friday, and oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. That's what it sounds like. And so that's why I need a vacation.
We do too. I have to say, like, I'm looking forward to being able to stick Nicholas in front of the TV or the iPad guilt-free.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we've all worked. You guys have done an amazing job. And so, yeah, we all deserve just some chill time. That's why we got to get these kids on ABC Mouse.
Any idea of maybe having like a Zoom class, like for example, what we're having now? Because I think the videos are great, but since they're not live, it's kind of hard to engage them.
Yeah.
But if it's a live Zoom class, that'll probably put them.
With Nicholas, you'd get about 10 minutes and then you'd lose them.
That's
You'll be able to see him and you'll be able to say, "Hey, Nicholas, relax."
She has to do that. She's like,
Something.
in your seat, sit down.
Okay.
She just
So,
exit out, huh?
Mr. Perez, when are you talking about? Like these last 2 weeks? Or
No.
next school year?
In first grade, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, because they kind of, life threw us into this way of teaching, I felt like at first we were being really successful because we were like, okay, we're killing it. We're connecting with kids and things like that. Okay, we got it, right? And then after a while, we lost steam, like major steam, right? The kids were like, and then I could feel it. Even though I'm over here, I could feel it, like the kids were not. Why do I know? Because I could tell because I'm talking to them like, have you guys watched my video on this? No. Have you watched this video? This one video that I did about this? No. How about my video on small moments? No. Okay. All right. So I could tell that I was losing steam, and then that when I teach, I still take forever to teach. I still take a long time to, yap. And even though I was like, for a while, I was like, okay, let me do puppets. And then I forgot about the puppets and, singing songs and dancing and things like that. But it's hard. So,
The puppets and scavenger hunt. Those were the two that resonated with Nicholas.
the scavenger hunt.
Yes.
And the
puppets. He liked the puppets. He was very interested to see what was going to happen with the puppets.
Yeah, the puppets was my mom's idea, and then sometime, and then I forgot about it. I told him, my mom said, you have to have puppets every single day. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Cabrillo. I bought a box full of puppets. I have 30 puppets, okay, that I could have used every single day, but it was like, and yeah, I totally forgot about those. But in retrospect, I would like to do a live Zoom every single day in small groups. Like,
My mom is not here.
that's okay, girl. That's okay. In retrospect, if I have to do this again, I would Zoom. I would do less Flipgrids and less videos, and I would do more live Zoom with small groups, 6 kids at a time, so that every single day they would connect with me at the same time every day, and then I could keep that information on a daily basis. But it would not be me doing as many videos, because the videos kill me, honestly. Like, they take a long time. Even though it's a 15-minute video, it still takes me a long time to prepare for it, to do it. It takes more than double the time than if I just taught the lesson. So uploading and putting them on to wherever and all that stuff, it does take a long time to do. So yeah, in retrospect, I think I would have done more Zooming, less videoing. But, you know, we were just thrown into this. And even though we were just thrown into this, the kids did really well. I mean, a lot of those kids are, you know, using a lot of the language that we put out there. You know, they know their 3D shapes. They loved Goldilocks. They loved doing things like, they're starting to talk about their small moments. They did great with their animal report. And this is all, you know, all you guys. So yeah. All right, y'all. Anything else?
Nope.
That's it for now, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks again for all the hard work.
Yeah, no, it's been, it's not fun. Honestly, it's not fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's not fun doing it from far away. I think I've said it a lot of times. But I still, like, I'm glad that I'm able to be at home and safe with my family, and that all of you are able to stay home with your families and being safe. So that's the, you know, that's the upside of all this, that, you know, my kids are safe and I'm safe and you're all safe too. And, you know, I haven't heard anything scary from any of you, which is really good to know. But yeah. So, all right. Have a good one, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you.
Did you have any questions, Mrs. Aguilera?
No, I don't have any.
Okay. All right.
I get in on mouse.com.
Did you?
Yeah, I was able to get him in.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'll write that down.
Okay.
All right.
Ven, acá está.
¿O quiere que le diga adiós?
¿Sí?
Sí. Romina.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, guys.
Ms.
No,
Rodriguez,
nada más quedo en la espera del screenshot y ya, para poder hacer
No,
el-
eso lo voy a hacer después.
No, sí, quedo en espera.
Okay. ¿O
Ms.
quiere?
Rodriguez,
Yeah.
can you call my wife? She has some information for you from the swimming deal.
Cool. I do need to know that. Well, just put her on right now.
Okay, let me, honey,
¿Quiere que se lo mande después, señora Salazar? Señora. Y mañana se lo mando porque o quiere que se lo enseñe ahorita. Yo no sé hacer screenshots. Todavía mi esposo me tiene que enseñar cómo hacer el screenshot.
Ok, entonces, ¿quiere hacerlo ahorita?
¿Quiere verlo ahorita y escribirlo de una vez? Todos los demás papás cierren los ojos.
Le tomo foto.
Okay, let me share really quickly. Espérenme un
Go
segundo.
to the step-by-step learning path.
Aquí está. Aya, Isaac.
Bueno, Pérez. ¿Mamá?
dile ahí.
No, pero ¿tienes esa información?
Sí, ella empezó esto.
Oh, ok. No, a mí, pregúntame. No.
I've been there for an hour.
¿Quién es? ¿Es Luz?
If you want to show me Luna's, I can just screenshot too.
Oh, okay. Let me go back. Max. Hi, Lou. Wait a minute, that's not the one. There's Luna.
Got it.
Good.
Wait,
Maternity teacher, we made some cupcakes and
¿te estás escuchando, mi amor?
sorry, guess.
Yeah?
Me and my mom make some cupcakes and
Send me some, girl.
some cake.
Nice. Okay.
El de Joana no lo tiene, es que yo no lo encuentro aquí.
Okay, ahorita se lo enseño para que me lo tomen también foto.
Sí, por favor.
Hay que poner ahí para que se cargue.
Yeah, I do it.
¿Ya?
Yeah.
Okay, me falta el de Jojo.
Es todo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Ok.
No, ya mero, ya mero. Ahí está. Ok, lo más importante es bueno, estas dos, esta área de aquí. ¿Sí la agarraron ya?
No se ve.
No, es que no se ve, maestra, al momento de tomarlo.
Quiero echar al de este que
¡Que
le
no!
Porque
No se ve nada.
No se ve, ¿no?
en el platito.
cuando le
así,
tomo la foto, yo
y
no
no
la
quiero
puedo.
que hierva porque no
Oh, ahí está.
Oh, ¿esa es? Ok. Ok. ¿esa
Ya.
es?
¿Lo siento, Iván?
Muévelo,
sé.
muévelo.
Oh, sí.
Más espesito, dale lo de abajo.
Ahí está.
¿En serio?
Ya.
¿Ya?
Ya.
Bueno, hago el intento y si no cualquier cosa le aviso.
Ok,
Sí, era seguro.
Thank you.
adiós.
Good night. Bye.
¿Qué pasó, señora Pérez?
Oh, sí, es que le pregunté a mi nuera, mi Rodríguez, de lo de su hijo, de lo de la natación.
¿Ya?
Dice que no ha escuchado nada y que supuestamente habían dicho que iban a abrir todo hasta agosto y en agosto ya se dice que normalmente pues se acaba toda la temporada, entonces pues posiblemente por este año no se va a hacer nada.
Ok.
Ajá. Y eso me quería avisar porque le pregunté a mi nuera y me dijo.
Y entonces ahorita por lo pronto no he escuchado nada, ¿verdad?
No, dice que supuestamente hasta agosto lo iban a abrir, pero pues en ese tiempo es donde se termina todo.
Ya.
Ajá. Entonces,
Está bien, es mejor.
ajá.
Porque él está
Todo esto,
entusiasmado él estaba entusiasmado de ir a trabajar allá a la alberca, pero yo dije, sí, mijo, aplica, pero a ver si
Ay, pero deseando, ¿no?
pidiéndole a Dios que ver si no le abrían la alberca. Y le digo, sí, me dice, mamá, hay que aplicar. Sí, mijo, hay que aplicar para que trabajes allá en la alberca. Pero sí me da preocupación, ¿no?
Sí, sí, pero pues ya dije yo, pero le digo a mi esposo, ahorita quiero decirle a mi Rodríguez porque le pregunté y se me había pasado dejarle el mensaje, como he estado trabajando también.
Ya.
Pero, ajá, ni modo.
Ok, gracias de todos modos. Así por lo menos le aviso yo a él y le digo, no, que no vamos a hacer,
Que siempre no, este año no va a haber nada.
Sí, porque de hecho yo mandé un email, se lo mandé a una mujer que se llama Julie Smith,
Ajá.
y que es la directora, y ella siempre es bien amable y siempre me contesta los correos electrónicos, pero me imagino que ni siquiera está trabajando.
Sí, porque Marisa dice que ella es manager.
Ok.
Yo ni sabía bien de eso, pero ella dice que ellos son los primeros en recibir cualquier mensaje o algo. Y dice, no he escuchado nada. Dice.
¿Marisa es manager?
Sí.
Entonces tenía que haber sabido, pues.
Sí, ella dice, a nosotros son los primeros en mandarnos, dice, cualquier notificación, dice, antes que todo. Y dice, no va a haber nada y todo lo del verano dice que se termina en agosto. Yeah. Y dice, si lo abren de todas maneras, dice, para ese tiempo es cuando terminamos todos nosotros, dice.
Claro, sí, porque el primero, terminan usualmente el programa como el 10 de agosto.
Es lo que me dijo, ajá, más o menos, dijo en agosto, ajá.
Ya, ok, gracias.
Ok, mi Rodríguez, buen día.
Que estén bien.
Igualmente, bye bye.